See, we've got some other members of our team as well. So Trivium, see him in the chat, and then listed as just the guy there. That's another guy that's been working with us for pretty much since the beginning. His name is Ronnie. So if you guys end up wanting to come up and speak, feel free to kind of raise your hand. See, Matt just hopped on. Going to add you as a speaker as well, Matt. I sent Fighting Squirrel an invite as well. What's up, Matt?
What's going on, guys?
So I see we've got Ronnie as a speaker now. What's up, Ronnie?
Hey, what's going on? Just want to say hey and say thank you for everybody for being here.
Yes, sir. And we got Fighting Squirrel. What's going on, man?
What's up, guys? How y'all doing tonight?
Just your fourth thing you made today, Adam.
Oh, you've done 4 already?
No. How many did you have today? Did you get a day off to relax a little bit?
I didn't have any AMAs today, so I had.
Nice.
I was supposed to have 2 yesterday. I only ended up having 1, but it's been a slow Friday for me.
Yeah, we could all use a slow Friday every now and then.
Yeah, I was gonna say you gotta mix it up a little bit here and there.
So we got several members from DFS Mafia in the house. Appreciate you guys joining us as well. As always, I see a lot of affinity being repped as well. Again, appreciate everybody being on the call. We'll give it a couple more minutes, and then we'll get rolling. I do have the call recording as well. We've had a lot of success lately of people coming back and giving the Twitter Spaces recordings a listen. So it's been working out pretty well. What's up, Dan? I know you're traveling tonight. Don't know if you can speak or not, but just want to say welcome to you. Appreciate you being with us.
Hey, thanks for having me, man. Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, man. Loud and clear.
Awesome.
All right. We've got about 7 minutes after. Mike, you kind of want to get us rolling?
Yeah, that's totally cool. I just want to say thanks again. I know we've already said that now. A couple people joined after. Thanks again, everyone, for joining us for our monthly due when we round up the poll winners for the month, and thank the rewards that we had for the previous month, which is now the current one that we're in, for joining us. So if anyone is unaware, definitely had a very successful month, ended up rewarding this month. I just want to say we had our final poll, which ended today. All the numbers came in, and the way it broke down was in first place was Grove Token, second place was DKYC, third place was Block Blend, fourth place was Affinity, fifth place was RocketFi, and in sixth place was Clearwater. The unfortunate news is we lost 2 people this month. Doken, which was being rewarded in auto crypto, will see the end of their run this weekend. The upside for everyone I just mentioned is we are shifting our rewards going forward. We will be rewarding 6 tokens. So the difference going on now, congratulations, Clearwater, you made the cut. We're going to be having the person that gets the highest votes will be the Friday, Saturday reward. So the way it's going to break down going forward is Clearwater is going to be rewarded on Sunday. RocketFi will stay in its position on Monday. Tuesday is going to be Affinity, Wednesday Block Blend, Thursday DKYC, and then Grove Token will be rewarded Friday and Saturday. It was pretty exciting to see just in this final vote alone across the 4 platforms, we had over 1,700 votes. And actually the final votes that broke down, 2 of them were close at the top, and then Clearwater and RocketFi, I think the difference was 2 votes total that we had. So really nice to see the communities turning out there and making it a pretty intense battle. So yeah, going forward, we're still going to be doing our polling the same, except you're going to be at the end of the month fighting for those 2 reward days versus the 1. And that being said, right now we do have our voting, which is going to kick off for August for determining our September rewards tokens. And that's going to be as follows for week 1. Other weeks to be determined still, but week 1 is going to be Dive Wallet, Clearwater, RocketFi, and DeFi Skeptic. So voting will open after this. We're going to have voting on Twitter, Reddit, Telegram, and Discord. So go ahead and make sure you take advantage of that. Vote for the rewards tokens you want to see, obviously, going into your wallet when we obviously pay those out. And right now, because the volume is not that high, any day you have a rewards token that is running that day, has the contract, you can go ahead and make a small purchase, of Variegate, and that's going to go ahead and trigger any pending rewards that you have. So that's all I got on the rewards right now.
Yeah, and I just want to say appreciate everybody's support. We got some crazy engagement this past month, and it's all of the wonderful projects that we're networking with and helping each other build. So again, appreciate everybody that did participate. I think even there was 1 week where there was over 3,000 votes in 1 week. So we're happy to be able to move to that 6 projects being rewarded, and we've got some other exciting stuff that's coming up that should be able to kind of help everybody out as well. Again, trying to spread the word about the great things you guys are doing. All right, so next on our list, we have recently brought a new team member on, and he's probably been on for about 2 or 3 weeks now. And we have a vision on kind of 3 things that we're working on and what we're trying to move to. So we have started a kind of digital media platform. We are kind of brainstorming and having the works how we want that to look, but we are initially starting on YouTube. We're going to push it to all podcast platforms as well, and we actually already have some of our past AMAs uploaded. So if you guys go to YouTube, search Variegate Token, we've already got multiple AMAs uploaded. I think some of our initial ones when we first launched back in late May, I think we had one with Doken. We had one with Raider as well, and then we've uploaded a couple of recent ones. The one that we just had with Tyrant Empire. So that's one of the things that we're doing, creating that platform, and then we also have some ideas on how we want to expand that when we do those live. So actually have our own platform, maybe even give the option for video, and then running ads, buy button, chat on the side, and some other stuff that would be pretty cool. So some stuff that we got in the works.
Yeah, we actually have reached out to a few different places on different ways to implement that into the either live feeds or playbacks of things. And there are a couple options. We just have to obviously figure out which is the best approach and the most feasible to take on. So,
yeah, and I think that could end up being really cool. Again, it's one of those things where we really want to reward the projects that do host an AMA with us. And it's getting to the point to where we're able to spread that onto multiple platforms. So you could go onto, Apple Podcasts or Spotify, YouTube. Again, it's going to be multiple different platforms that you'll be able to go to hear these AMAs. So it's going to be even better for projects to do those with us. There'll be multiple avenues for people to be able to pull those up and give them a listen. All right, sorry guys. We had a bunch of children started kind of playing outside at the neighbors, so I didn't want them coming through on the speaker. But the next thing we're doing is the monetization piece. So some of the projects that we are networking with, you'll see some of this start coming out. We'll share this with you, but we're expanding our team and we're expanding our resources in terms of the programs that we're using, some of the stuff that we're doing to make promos, to make graphics, and it's going to be very affordable. So if a team maybe just doesn't have either the resources or the people on the team or just simply the time, because I know there's a lot of development that's going on within these different projects, you'll be able to come to Variegate. It'll be extremely affordable, get graphics made, get promo videos made, and again, do some marketing as well. So that'll be coming up. I know Robbie just started creating some content for us as well. He's doing a great job. So you'll see some of that coming up.
yeah, to Josh's point too, I was going to say the prices are very reasonable that we've been tinkering with, almost to the point where it feels like it's too little. But at the same time, it's just our time. We're trying to make this affordable. We're trying to make it to help other communities out and just help the space in general. So,
yeah, and everything that we make from those, and again, I'm not, I'm talking fractions of a B&B, what this will cost. All of this will be towards the development of Variegate and helping its holders. So we are taking all of those earnings and pairing it with Vari, and then we're throwing that into liquidity. So it's just another way for us to, one, help other communities, help other projects. If they don't have the time, we've got 9 guys that's putting in the work. And then number 2, it's helping build the project, because we're going to take those funds, take the money that we make, and then inject that directly into liquidity and continue to build that up. So we think it'll definitely be a good thing for us. We're paying for some new programs and some new products that's going to help us out. So a lot of resources available for different projects. They can come to us, very reasonable, get 10-second, 20-second, 30-second, even up to a minute promo video. We're going to have a Google form where a project can fill out exactly what they want, what do they want to see in it, and then we can probably have a private chat on Telegram to ensure that it's what the project likes, what the project wants. We can make edits, make changes. Again, just work together. Not only is it going to help build that liquidity for Variegate, but again, get those resources that projects need or projects want and simply don't have the time to be able to do. So we think that'll be a good thing kind of on both ends.
Yeah, one of the other things we have, it's on our sheet. We were not really able to discuss it because we have a few changes we want to make to it, is the Bit Valley. We've collaborated with them on a few different things behind the scenes now, and obviously we plan on doing so in the future. And we just know for a fact that they're going to be here to stay. They've been partnering up with a bunch of different projects, and some of the stuff they've done, you don't even know that they've done, and some of the projects that you're in. So very cool to see. But like I said, that one we'll have to hold off on right now. But I do want to bring up the Pixel NFT Club collection. Pixel is one of our holders in Variegate. They've decided to launch one of their own NFT lines. They actually were recently unemployed, and they're still willing to do this, which to me is awesome, just as a community member and just as a human in general. But the NFT line they have, pretty much if you make any purchase of Variegate right now of $20 or more, they had tinkered with the idea of going to OpenSea, paying $5 a Matic because it's on the Polygon chain, and getting the NFT for free, just pretty much paying the gas for it. But they've offered to go ahead and just send the NFT for free as long as you make a purchase of $20 or more of Variegate. And the collection is numbered 1 through 95. So pretty much anyone that has made a purchase as of this morning will be getting that NFT sent to their address. So if you do receive an NFT from the Pixel Club collection, that is what it's for. If you were unaware, now you'll know. Obviously, we'll repost that into our Telegram to make sure that people are aware as well and can take advantage of that. And we'll try to keep you up on how many are still available to get. But just want to thank them for doing that. Definitely pretty cool collection. And obviously, it's the first utility yet to be determined. We may have some future utility. We've been tinkering with a few different ideas. So just keep that in mind as well, because it's going to cost you nothing except the Variegate you were probably going to buy already. So very cool. And then I'll relay this one over to Josh, if you want to go ahead and tell them the next interesting thing we have going on.
Yeah, well, before we move on from the NFTs, again, I would advise, $20 will get you that for free. And there is upcoming utilities with those NFTs. So it's going to be, it's not just simply a collab in terms of you buy $20 and then you get a free NFT. So keep that in mind. It's a very easy way to get that, but there's some more things that's going to come with those NFTs in the future. And there's only 95 of them. So those can get ate up pretty quick, and several of them already have been. So just keep that in mind. There's some cool stuff coming with those, and it's not news that necessarily we can share yet, but we're working through it. And I think you guys are going to have a good time with those whenever that further utility does come down the line. The next thing on the list here is kind of Adam and myself are kind of starting a bi-weekly podcast that we're going to be posting on all of the media platforms. So it'll be a podcast on Apple, on Spotify. We're going to have them posted on YouTube. But we were having Adam, I don't know if you remember that. I don't remember exactly what you said, but we were, I think, meeting in your rocket fuel Monday AMAs, and you mentioned something about shits and gigs, and kind of a bell just went off, and we said, you know what, that sounds like a a good name for a podcast.
Yeah. I think it was a Twitter Space, actually. I think it was the one after that refill we had with y'all. But yeah, I remember.
Yeah, so we plan on getting together every 2 weeks and just kind of going over what's going on in the space. We won't just discuss crypto related items either. So we plan on just taking about an hour. Again, just sitting down and discussing some shits and gigs, and whatever pops up, we'll discuss. And we'll also make it to where other projects can kind of hop on. And if there's something new, throw some information out about those. If they want to shield, hop on. But we'll be doing our first one tomorrow at 1 p.m. So directly after this call, we'll start promoting that. We'll make a post, and we're actually going to do our first one in our RocketFi's Telegram. So we'll do that 1 p.m. Eastern, and we are going to drop some information in there about the Unite DeFi Fantasy Football Challenge. So we do have that coming up, some additional information. But again, Shits and Gigs will be every Saturday for every 2 weeks. We'll also kind of talk a little trash from the fantasy results throughout the week, prep for that following Sunday as well, discuss the schedule and kind of what's going on. But again, just general discussing BNB, the Binance Smart Chain, new projects, things that's happening in the world, and again, just sitting down and kind of taking a little bit less serious approach that a lot of these AMAs seem to take. But should be a good chat. Eventually, we'll move these onto a different platform instead of just Telegram. But we found currently that that's the easiest way to pull audio to get that onto the various platforms. So we decided to do it. Go ahead and start in RocketFi's Telegram, and then we'll go from there. So invite you guys to join us tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern in RocketFi's Telegram. We got some news to drop. And speaking of fantasy football, I know there's several people in the chat that's participating in that. I see we got DeFi Skeptic on the chat. Obviously, RocketFi, DFS Mafia. Obviously, we got some Affinity reps in here as well. So I see K11's in. He's going to be one of the managers. So I see you in the chat as well. Dr. Tabasco, I see you in the house. Appreciate you guys being in. So that's going to be fun. We do have a manager's room where we've got everybody in. So we do have 20 teams participating. So it's going to be pretty cool. Going to have some cool graphics every week, matchups. We'll say we're waiting for 4 just to verify, get the email in, get the invitation, accept it. That's Useless, Bitburn, BitValley, and Dive Wallet. So we'll get them in over the next couple of days and get everything squared away. Draft, we are going to do that Saturday, so 2 weeks from tomorrow. So that's going to be on the 13th, and we'll do that at 1 p.m. as well. And that's going to be live during the Shits and Gigs second podcast that we have there. So more information to come, but there'll be a live draft. We'll be up in the chat. Shits and Gig will be live doing the draft. That'll be fun. Then tomorrow we are dropping the draft order in our first meeting that we're doing as well in that RocketFi Telegram. So the draft order, I'm going to take all 20 projects and put a number right, and I'm going to kind of put it in a hat, have them each on a piece of paper, crinkle them up, and I'm going to draw them. Each one that I draw, I'm going to put a number beside. Then I'm going to have Adam fighting Squirrel tomorrow pick a number between 1 and 20, and then we're just going to go down the list. The first number that he chooses will be the number 1 pick all the way to 20. So, if you guys don't get the pick that you like, I made sure we got it to the point to where we can blame, fighting Squirrel over here. So sorry, Adam.
Oh, yeah. We could do that with like a spinning wheel. I got a spinning wheel app we could use for that if you want to do that.
I'm down to do that.
Instead of the whole paper in the hat trick.
Well, we've already been told if Variegate gets the first pick, then people's going to think some sketch stuff is going on. So I'm kind of hoping that we don't get the first pick, so I don't have to try to explain ourselves. But
first pick, and it's going to be a Raiders player. That's all I got to say.
Raiders won all Raiders.
It's a long draft.
I do want to say though, like this is the first time ever in DeFi that I've ever seen 20 communities come together I'm super stoked about this. I don't know about what you guys think, but it's really refreshing to be able to jump into somebody else's Telegram and kind of talk to everybody. So I really truly appreciate everybody's cooperation in this and being able to work with everybody. It's been really cool so far.
Yeah, so it's yeah, definitely, man. I mean, 20 projects stepping up, participating. That's awesome. It's going to be fun. Seeing projects head to head, getting advice from your own community about who you should start. You can put up polls in your Telegram if you've got maybe a flex that you're questionable about. You're not quite sure who to start. Hey, let's put it up to community vote. We know Variegate's about that, but I can see other projects having fun with that as well. But again, tomorrow is going to be the draft order. And then on the 13th will be the draft. We do have the week 1 schedule that's out. So for week 1, we will have DFS Mafia against Hoge Finance. So you guys know Hoge, major community there. I think they ran up to about 500-600 million market cap last year in the bull run. So Hoge has a crazy community, but they'll be heading up against the fantasy champs himself, DFS Mafia. And then we'll also have Doken against A Nation. And then ourselves, Variegate, will be going up against Dive Wallet, True DeFi against Bitburn, Raider. You guys are going to be going up against Useless. And then BUSDY will be going up against Tyrant Empire, which is launching Monday. We just did an AMA with Ty. So that'll be cool. DeFi Skeptic will be going up against Block Blend, Enhance versus RocketFi. So, Adam, you guys have Enhanced token right off the bat. And then Bit Valley against Odyssey Venture, and then Affinity and Nobility going up against each other in week 1 there. So a lot of fun matchups. I'm looking forward to it. I should have a pretty good time. So then our third podcast that we'll have will be in early September there, right before the draft, or late August. So, we'll say our final piece before the schedule starts, but definitely will be some trash talk going.
Yeah, I was going to say, just tuning in just to hear you guys and the banter, I think will be worth it.
Oh, man, I hate losing in fantasy, so it's like I need it. Like I need something else to stress me out, while we're working, but it's fun when you win, but it sucks when you lose. It's one of those things that'll make your hair fall out. But again, it's going to be, it makes Sundays very fun. So pairing up the projects is going to even take it to another level.
Yeah, I was going to say
played 20 teams in effect before, so the rosters are going to be kind of wishy-washy.
Yeah, I did take the rosters down. So we did have 7 bench players. So I was like, it's way too many. So I did drop it down to 5. If you guys think we need to drop it down to 4, we can. But that should make it a little bit better, only having 5 bench players. So it'll get interesting. And then each project is donating $50 worth of their tokens. So every week, top score will get some tokens that they can donate to their community, do something fun with, do a giveaway, however it is that they want to handle those. And then we'll have a final for the final project that does win the whole thing. They'll have a Variegate. We love to diversification, right? I know RocketFi does as well. We'll have a pool of 20 different tokens. So that'll be a ton of tokens that a project will be able to get and give out and use as a giveaway. So that'll be fun again to take care of the community. It's what we're all about. Take care of our holders. And again, it gives us something to play for as well. So again, that's kind of all want to cover on fantasy, but some more stuff to come. The entire schedule is set. Join us tomorrow at 1:00 Eastern for the draft order. And Adam, I think we should, let's move forward with the spin wheel. I think that'll be pretty fun to do live.
All right. Well, we could do some rocket races or some duck races. However you want to do it, it's fine.
Hey, as long as you keep that same song that you guys always use, I'm down for the rocket races.
You got to have that song.
Oh, yeah, we can do the rocket races where, each time the winner, whoever wins, that's their pick, and then they're removed from the pool of racers. So yeah, we can do that. That's cool.
Yeah, it sounds fun. Let's make that happen tomorrow. So excited to see who gets what pick. Again, that's a man, 20 projects drafting. That's a whoever gets that first pick, that's nice, but you're gonna be waiting a while to get that second pick.
I'm glad you're doing it because it just felt like the workload was getting a little like Adam's here relaxing right now. You know what I mean? So he just needs more stuff to do.
Yeah, let's throw more on there. I got a couple other leagues that I host that I've been hosting for years through guys that I know, and then of course I'm hosting one in the Rocket chat too. So it's I love piling work on myself.
Yeah, it's almost inevitable. Yeah, we do want to give a shout out on that as well. If anybody else does want to participate in Rocket Fi's fantasy league, what's it, Adam? You need to hold 100 million Rocket Fi. Is that right to participate, or you need to kind of send those?
You donate 100 million Rocket Fi. Currently, we got 7. I got about 3 more other guys that are wanting to get on that just haven't done it yet. And there is a cap of 20 that I hope we don't get to 20 because that's a lot of teams in there. But if there's 20 in there, that's 2 billion Rocket Fi up for grabs, which is a pretty good little chunk to have right now.
Heck yeah, I need to make sure I hop in on that before you guys get full. But yeah, if anybody else wants to participate in something cool, so some other members of the Rocket Fi community, make sure you guys hop in their Telegram and join that league as well. All right, so moving on from fantasy. So we do have something that we've been working on in the background for quite some time, just to ensure that it was set up the way that we wanted, that it worked properly, and we wanted to take care of the holders of Variegate as well. So as you all know, to this point, to be able to claim your rewards, you had to make a small purchase, which we didn't really like that. You never want someone to have to make a purchase just to get the rewards. The contract does do auto rewards, but it's based on each buy. And when you're in a low volume period, as you guys know, it may take a while before it gets around to you to be able to get your rewards. Eventually, in the future, if or when we get to the point where we're having good, consistent daily volume, then those rewards will come continuously as it cycles through the holders. But until we get to that point, we did create a DApp for all of the Variegate holders, and we're going to do it. It's going to solve kind of multiple things for us. So that site is variegatetoken.app, and you can pull that up directly into your browser or on your MetaMask. Put that directly into your browser, then you can connect your wallet. We did have the developer ensure that as soon as you leave off of that page or you close your wallet, it does automatically disconnect. So you can test that out, connect, and then close it. And then when you reopen, it'll have to prompt you to connect again. So again, variegatetoken.app. You guys can go into that app, connect your wallet, and then it shows your the amount of Variegate that you hold. And then below that, it shows the in USD terms the dollar amount of what that amount is worth. So that's pretty nice. It'll show the reward for the day. If you decide you want to claim in that reward, it shows how many claims has been made for that reward. It'll tell you how many tokens that you guys have staked. So as you know, holding Variegate, when you initially buy, you start out at 50% of your tokens staked. But after you hold for 50 days, you get to that 100% mark because it adds 1% every day that you hold and don't sell. So it'll tell you the amount of tokens that you have staked in that BNB pool that gets, that gets built up from the tax or the fee. And then it also tells you your percent of your tokens as well that you have staked. And then, of course, is the nice claim rewards button as well. So you click claim. It'll tell you how much of rewards of that token that you have for that day, or the amount of BNB, I should say, that you have that you can pull out of that token. And you can manually claim right there within the DApp. Works pretty smooth from what we've seen to this point. So excited to see it out live. People using it, multiple people using it, and getting feedback. So again, it's something exciting for us to be able to give our community. We don't want people to have to make small purchases to be able to claim their rewards. So we've been working on this for probably about a month or so, month and a half, made sure it was squared away. And it's eventually going to solve multiple things. So it's just the beginning on what we're going to do with that. Again, the team has been grinding every day and brainstorming, what can we do to, again, just make it fun to hold Variegate, but at the same time, accomplish our goal of spreading the word about, the other projects that we're networking with. So we do currently have live ads on that DApp. Don't pay any attention to those at the moment. They're kind of just random stuff that we were testing to see if they work. But I do have plans over the next week to get those squared away. So again, that'll be another monetizing feature that we'll have for Variegate. And again, it'll be very, very affordable. And we're going to make it to where people come to that DApp. So whenever a project, pays for that ad space, there's going to get eyes on it. So I did mention at the beginning of this call that we've got a vision. So one of those visions was definitely the media platform. Again, when you have an AMA with Variegate, you know that it's going to be spread far and wide, and it's going to be available on every platform that you can think of. So that's one thing. And then number two, the monetization piece of building this project and adding it to liquidity. But again, that ad space, number one is the media platform. Number two, we want eyes on our ads, and we're going to do what it takes to make sure there's people seeing those ads. So for projects that want to buy that ad space, promote an event, promote your project, maybe promote a product launch. We want to ensure that, again, if you buy that ad space and we have those rolling every couple of seconds, there's going to get eyes on those. And again, it's not, even one B&B. I mean, it's a fraction of a B&B. It's very affordable. It's what we want. But as those slowly come in, we're injecting that directly into liquidity. So that'll be nice. So again, check it out. If you do hold a Variegate, feel free to test it. Give us some feedback in the chat. We'll have it updated tonight with the new rewards for August. So excited to get those 6 rewards on there: Clearwater, RocketFi, Affinity, Block Blend, DKYC, and then Grove on that Friday, Saturday mark. But again, you'll have 6 options, so you can let that B&B build up if it doesn't cycle around to you. But say there's a day that you want Clearwater. Well, that Sunday, go into the DApp, claim your rewards if there's some pending. If you want, Affinity, then you'd go on Tuesday. So you kind of have 6 options to where you can pick what you want. If you want RocketFi or if you want Grove, pick what day you want to go claim your rewards. So, that'd be pretty nice. Again, it's for our holders. Eventually, we'll expand that even further. So again, I keep mentioning we want to get eyes on the ads. So we're going to have something cool in place to where we'll do polls on that DApp as well. So as you all know, right now we're on Discord, Telegram, Twitter, and Reddit. And then we're going to expand the voting. And we already have the developer kind of brainstorming about what we want to do. He has some cool ideas how we can make it fun and how we can make it slick and make it, again, something that you want to use. So we'll have polls on that DApp as well. Again, that'll be, for an example, we had a poll, had almost 4,000 votes, for that week. So that's a lot of eyes that you can get on you for a very affordable price. And then we eventually even want to take it a step further to where we're going to tier it. So when you connect to that DApp, you'll be able to connect to vote. Initially, you will not have to connect to vote. So the polls will be on there. You won't have to connect. You'll be able to vote away. But eventually, we'll tier it. So you'll connect your wallet. It'll know how much Variegate that you hold. And then depending on how much you hold will determine how many times you can vote. So that's still in the brainstorming process. But again, we're going to it. This is just the start. This is just the initial launch. We want to give people a way where they can go and claim their rewards, easily see their stake token percent, see their dollar value and the amount of Variegate that they hold, see what project is being rewarded for the day, and not have to go to BSC scan to do it. So there'd be a nice centralized location. Again, variegatetoken.app. Open it directly in your MetaMask browser or Trust Wallet browser. So pretty nice to have. But eventually we do plan on expanding that depending on how much Variegate that you hold, you can have some additional features with the polls and the amount of times that you can vote, and then whatever else we create, between now and then. So very excited to release that. We'll drop a promo video directly after this, but you guys check it out after we kind of get that rolling.
Yeah, to that point too, like we are a community token, so you do want to make sure that our actual community of holders does have the biggest influence over the rewards that they're receiving versus people using bots, etc., to go ahead and drive their token. Obviously, to our holders, we'd rather have more impact from the people that are actually going to be receiving it.
Right. So we don't want botted polls or anything like that. So again, it's cool. We'll be promoting it over the next couple of weeks. You guys check it out. Let us know what you think. Give us some feedback. But definitely, there's going to be some more to come around that. And also, if you want a nice, I'm not going to say cheap, but if you want a very affordable way to promote your project, Variegate wants to supply that. So whether if it's, we're going to eventually, when we start getting eyes on all of these videos or all of these AMAs on all of these different platforms, we'll start putting ads in those as well. So as you guys know, you listen to a podcast, it starts with an ad. Maybe you have one in the middle. Maybe it ends with one. So again, we're going to make it to where we're going to spread the word about your project. It's something that you want to be partnered with Variegate. It's going to be very rewarding to do so, and we're building to get to that point. And then on the DApp, we're going to make it to where there's going to be eyes on those ads. So again, if you want an affordable way to spread the word on your project, that we're going to give you the avenue to do that. And we're going to continue to build to make it the best experience possible for other projects that do partner with us or network with. Again, we love the networking piece. Unite DeFi. We're going to continue to grind to make that happen. And I take pride if someone says, "Hey, I learned about this project in Variegate. I'm going to go make a buy." I take just as much pride in that as someone does just buying Variegate. Maybe that's not a good thing. I don't know. But again, we want to help out other projects, and not only does it kind of kill two birds with one stone, we're helping other projects, but we're also helping the holders of Variegate as well, because we're going to take all of those funds that we get and directly inject that into liquidity. We're not taking it and storing it. We're not taking it and doing buyback and burns. We're trying to build our liquidity and, again, make a long-term project. We're not building up, to see what we can do over the next year. We're building up to see what we can do over the next 10 years.
Yeah, I think you're kind of even underselling it too, because the fact is all of our conversations over the past month have been in form of monetizing specific things outside of just the token itself and just the rewards, and how much can we do, what can we do for the holders to feed that back into the system to make sure that they are rewarded. So there are a lot of things. I would say too, you have the DApp, definitely go look at that. But even just go look at our YouTube that we just set up yesterday. And that's been worked on, I would say, for maybe a week. And if you could understand with only a week's worth of time working on that, if you could see kind of where we're headed in terms of quality and content, I definitely think being along with us for the ride is going to be beneficial long term. So,
Yeah, I was just going to say, I mean, I really hope everybody remembers that this started as 9 guys that were tired of being rug pulled and, putting money into something that they thought was going to be great, and it just turned out to be absolute just crap. And I think we've really found a niche here of we're really good at marketing. We're really good at spreading words of other projects. I mean, heck, I haven't even heard of, like 8 of the projects that we've supported so far. And now that I've listened to it and I've heard about them and done some research, it's like, man, there is so much out there. And I think every single founder absolutely loves that. Of learning of different things. I mean, DFS, I can't wait for fantasy football. I mean, fantasy football and crypto, that's phenomenal, or Doken and all the things that they provide. Every single, or True DeFi, anybody, every single person that provides something, it's been phenomenal. This has been one of the best rides ever so far. And a shout out to everybody else. I'm not trying to forget anybody.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I feel like we've accomplished a lot in 2 months, and again, it's just the beginning. So again, we've got our three things that we're knocking out: the media piece, the ads, providing that, the monetizing with the promos and the graphics, and then we're also going to start working and looking and discussing with. I see True DeFi on the call. We're going to look into a swapper that, again, we don't do things, okay, how can we make our bag as valuable as possible? Because that's not what it's about. It's about the rewards. You hold Variegate to get rewards. You don't hold Variegate because you want to see, 500 million market cap. You want to diversify your portfolio. You want to get different rewards and build that volume. But we're going to look at working with True DeFi, see if we can get something in place again that's going to help out the project as well. In return, that's going to help out the holders, and then it's going to help us continue to build even more liquidity, and also provide us some more funding to build these cool things that we're coming up with behind the scenes that we don't even want to release yet, because, simply put, we don't want others to take our idea and run with it if they may have the money or the resources currently. So this is just the start. We're going to have media all over the place. We're going to have it everywhere. We're going to look into a swapper that's going to help all of our holders as well as our partner tokens. And we're going to monetize this thing as well. And we're going to build the project. So again, that's kind of all I've got on the DApp. If there's any other of the founders that wants to add any input, feel free to do so. Or if you guys have any questions, you guys feel free to hop on as well. Love hearing from other people
I'll
hopping
just
on
say
the chat.
I've been checking the DApp every single day personally.
Yeah, it's pretty smooth, easy to connect. I also need to mention that it is Adapt integrated as well. So if you use Adapt, it'll show your Adapt username whenever you connect your wallet. So I see there's a lot of folks that rep Adapt on the call, or rep Affinity, I should say. It is Adapt integrated. So you guys check it out. Let us know what you think. Again, it's just a start, but we already have some the ad space that's on there, and we'll be kind of shooting that out to some projects that we've maybe networked with a little bit more than others. Kind of maybe give them kind of some first dibs on it, but we'll go from there, and let us know what you think.
What's up, Trivium? You want to say something?
Yeah. Hey, sorry, didn't catch that. Just one quick thing with the DApp. Working behind the scenes. I'm not on many of the AMAs or anything. Yeah, I'm more of the behind the scenes guy. Sorry if hear any background noise. Kids playing outside. But we're working on finalizing the finishing touches on an update to the website, which will also have a button that you can click directly to get to that DApp if for some reason you just don't happen to remember Variegate token.app. But yeah, that's just a little update, working behind the scenes with the website cleaning.
Yeah, I was going to say, to layer on that too, we are going to update within the next week or two the rewards update and the change to the white paper as well. So just keep an eye out for that.
All right. Can I hop on now, Josh?
Sure, man. Hop on.
All right. So for the last few weeks, I've been talking to Dan over at DFSM. Josh, can you bring him up? I don't know if his connection's pretty bad, so I don't know if he'll be able to even jump on. But we most of us at Variegate, we're all into sports, and when I heard about DFSM through Nobility, I really took a liking to the project, and since day one, Dan's just been very welcoming with me, and we've been trading sports cards and just hanging out and talking. And I just wanted to try to think of a way we could do a collab with him. Hey, Dan, what's up?
Hey, man, what's going
on? You want to just give a brief introduction to DFSM for everyone here if they haven't heard about you guys?
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having us on here. And hey, I love what you guys are doing. It's exciting to watch what you guys put together and strengthening that whole unified DeFi aspect as well. So I think this draft will be fun. And obviously we got to represent and beat you guys, so we'll make sure to do that. Dr. Basco's been doing research every single night, so we're ready for you. But so DFS Mafia, we're a fantasy sports company.
Oh, there he goes. Yeah, Dan's got the worst connection. Either Twitter hates him or he just needs to buy an iPhone already. All right. Anyways, while we wait for Dan to get back on, so the idea we came up with was to do a watch party for the Jake Paul event. It's going to take place on Saturday, August 6th, and the whole night's just going to be full of giveaways in both communities, in the Variegate Telegram community and the DFS Mafia community. And we're going to be giving away hundreds of dollars worth of each token, right? Oh, there you are.
All right, so it's got to be my actual account then, because I'm on 2 different phones now, and I'm having the same problem. So I don't know what the heck's going on, but I apologize. All right, so I don't know what you guys caught, but I'm just saying how we're a fantasy sports company with crypto. We're about to launch our fantasy sports platform here in a few weeks, where we're the first full-scale fantasy sports platform with crypto integration. So you'll be able to use not only fiat on our platform, but also use our DFSM token to enter contests, and the payouts will be either in fiat or in DFSM. We have an NFT marketplace, ramp integration where you'll have an on-ramp so you can purchase DFSM right on the platform. Just basically, our utilization platform is the priority, where we make that successful and then we utilize the profits to pump the value of our token and continue to buy back, burn LP acquisition or contributions, and then we're.
Yeah, but I mean, pretty much back to what Robbie was saying. we are hosting a watch party next Saturday night for the Jake Paul Asim Rahman Jr. I don't know if you guys follow boxing much, but his dad is like a living legend. But Jake Paul hasn't really fought any real boxers yet. He's fought a couple of MMA guys, and he's actually fared well, considering the fact, he's a YouTuber turned fighter. But this is his first real fight against an actual boxer. I think the dude, again, his dad's a legend, but he's kind of new. He's younger. I think he's 13-1 though, and he's the first legitimate boxer that Jake Paul is boxing. I think he's like 6'4", 250, 260. Jake Paul's only about 200 pounds, maybe, if he's wet. So it'll be interesting. But again, we are going to do some giveaways, give away some tokens, and I think DFSM chose Jake, so we've got Asim Rahman Jr. Robbie. So I think that's who I wanted, anyways.
I kind of wanted Jake Paul. Dan picked Jake Paul because he thinks that he rigs his fights, and I 100% agree with him. So, but I just want to go over some of the giveaways that we're doing, just so you know how to enter. So we already picked our fighters for the fight. That's just going to be friendly. We have Rahman, and DFSM has Jake Paul. The loser has to donate $50 to the community, and Dan, if he wins, he will pick someone in the watch party from his community that he will give it to. If we win, we'll pick someone in the watch party from Variegate that we will give it to. The main thing I wanted to go over was we're doing a Google form. We're going to put it into DFSM's Telegram, and we'll put it into our Telegram also. And you're going to have to pick every fight on the card. So on the Google form, you'll write your Telegram username and your wallet address. You can only have one unique name for one unique wallet address. And you got to pick which community you're part of, either DFSM or Variegate token. And then you're going to pick the whole card. And whoever gets the most fights right is going to win $50 of Variegate and $50 of DFSM. If there's multiple people that have the same amount of winners right, then we're going to hold it up to a raffle, probably a wheel spin, and we'll figure out who gets that prize. So you got to make sure you're in either community on their Telegram in order to fill out that Google form. And that's just to get more people involved, get more people into our communities, get more people to see both projects, right? And we're going to do buy blitzes for both communities. So during any time during that event, if you buy $20 worth of Variegate, you will be entered into a raffle to win 500,000 Variegate tokens. So all you got to do is buy $20 worth anytime during the fight. The card's probably going to last 4 or 5 hours. So anytime between those 4 or 5 hours, buy $20 of Variegate and you can win 500K Variegate. And also, Dan's doing the same thing with DFSM. If you buy $20 worth of DFSM during the whole card, then you're in a raffle to win 10 million DFSM tokens. Both prizes are just over $100 probably each. So we do have a couple of $100 we are giving away during this event, but just make sure that you join the Telegram communities. We don't know for sure exactly what platform we're going to host this on yet. We might do a Twitter space. But you need to be on Telegram in order to get that Google form. And it is only one person per username per community. All right. If you're a member of both communities, just pick one. I guess whichever one. I don't know. You win both tokens anyway if you get the card right. So we're just having that as an option. Dan, if you have connection, if you want to come up here and say anything, just raise your hand.
Well, I shot him an invite, so we'll see if he's able to kind of hop back on. But yeah, it's going to be a fun event. You know, if you like boxing, or if you just want to, give yourself a chance to win some tokens, hop on next Saturday night. You know, it's DFS Mafia versus Variegate. Dan, you chose Jake Paul, so I don't know, man. He's going up against a real boxer.
Hold on, let me clarify that though. I didn't choose Jake Paul. I went with what I know is the setup because I don't want Jake Paul to win. But let's be honest, this is a money fight. If you fight someone that's already established and has multi-million dollars, then I would say the opposite. Like if you fought Ryan Garcia, for example, I don't think Garcia's taken a dive, but Rockman's not. He's not going to do anything. So I unfortunately think that this is a money grab again, and I'm just going with the odds.
I don't know, man. It's not even the main event. It's on a main boxing card on Showtime.
That's true.
Asim Rahman he's a legit heavyweight. He's trying to prove himself as well. It would end his career if he lost to Jake Paul. And his dad's a legend, and he wants to hold that name up.
Yeah, but he hasn't fought anybody like legitimate. I looked at his record. He's got a good record, but he hasn't fought anybody legitimate. I just think that, I don't know. The same aspect, though, if Rockman does win, then Jake Paul's got to, his whole boxing legacy, if you want to call it that, takes a nosedive real quick. So, I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, I'm hoping, I hope DFS Mafia, and this is the only time you'll ever hear me say this, I'm kind of actually hoping that DFS Mafia loses this challenge because it would be pretty satisfying to see Jake Paul on his face. But we'll see.
Well, it's an interesting fight because whoever loses, it kind of kills their career. So you have a legitimate boxer, he can't lose to Jake Paul, and then on the other end, it's Jake Paul. Okay, well, dude, you can't beat a boxer. So definitely be a fun event. Again, next Saturday we'll be promoting it, putting out some graphics, so you guys be on the lookout. But make sure you guys hop on, and it'll be a fun night. Maybe everybody kind of grab some beverages if that's what you're into, and let's watch some boxing, and we'll go from there.
I got a question, and it might sound stupid. Who the hell is Jake Paul?
No, it's not stupid. Most people shouldn't know who he is.
No, that's actually a brilliant question. So,
so who is he? I'm legitimately asking. Who is Jake Paul?
He's a YouTuber.
That's all he's done is YouTube?
I think he was on the Disney Channel too.
Okay. All right.
He's also Dan's favorite boxer too.
Stop it right now.
I got that.
No, absolutely not. No, he is a YouTuber who try to act like he's the greatest thing coming to boxing by fighting no-name people and people who are washed up and old. So this is supposed to be his first.
Hey, when he knocked out Nate Robinson, though, that was very entertaining.
It was, but at the same time, though, Nate Robinson is like 5'3" and charged at him like a bull with that. Like he's never in his life. So
exactly.
And then come on, he fights Ben Askren, who's the worst stand-up boxer in UFC history, and that thing was staged beyond belief. He was smirking after he got knocked out.
Hey, go. Ramen Jr. That's all I'm saying. So I hope to see the guy knock him out. And yeah, Adam, you don't have to do any research or anything, man. So just
I'm not going to
stay continuing to not know who he is. I think that'd probably be your best bet. But his older brother's fine. It's Logan Paul. Yeah, he's a little bit more famous than Jake. They're both pretty famous though. But yeah, his older brother's Logan Paul. I don't know if you've heard of him either, but he actually he boxed Floyd Mayweather. I guess that was sometime last year. That was staged as well, though.
I don't watch a lot of boxing, and I definitely don't do a lot of YouTubing. So it's my visibility of that guy is probably next to nothing.
Well, you're not missing out on anything. So
they has it.
But yeah, we've been here about an hour. Just a couple more things to hit on. We're going to put something in place for some tax-free purchases as well. There's some pros and cons there, but some more information to come. Again, that will be directly injected into liquidity. So we'll have something in place to where you can buy our token, kind of what we did for the pre-sale. There'll be a Google form where you'll send your BNB or BUSD to a wallet, and then we will send you the tokens full tax-free, so you won't have to pay the 8% buy fee. So you'll get more tokens, and then at the same time, we're going to take that BUSD or BNB and directly inject that into liquidity. So you're almost helping build Variegate at the same time. You're getting more tokens. And now, you look at what the pros or cons could be of that. Well, if BNB is going up and you do a buy in the chart, well, it raises the price. But at the same time, I think we're going to see BNB kind of go up and down over the next year or so. It's doing good today, but it may not be doing good this day, next Friday. So I think it's going to be up and down. Also, DeFi Skeptic is in the chat. They've created a cool bot, slots. So you send 0.02 BNB to a contract, and then it gives you then the slots will pop up in your chat, and then it will give you a reward if you win. So that's pretty cool, and you can set up those rewards however you would want. So, at Variegate, that's what we do, right? So we're going to potentially get our slots set up where there's a different reward every day, depending on kind of who our rewards are for the month. So be on the lookout for that. We do currently have it set up to where it pays out in BNB if you win, but we're going to have it set up maybe, if you play on a Monday and you send 0.02 to the contract, and then the slot game pops up and you win, then you may get RocketFi as a reward. So be on the lookout for that. That'll be cool, and it kind of plays into what we do. So that'll be fun as well. I think, guys, that we've got everything covered. So just a quick recap. July winners. Appreciate everybody participating. Clearwater, RocketFi, Affinity, Blockbin, DKYC, and Grove. We also have a week 1 August or September. This year's flying by. September rewards week 1 poll will be going live very soon. Check out our YouTube. We've already got some AMAs from the past posted. Whether you're from Raider or from Doken, and then there's a couple of recent ones as well. So we've got a team that's working on that and doing great work. We're going to be monetizing. If you guys need some graphics, you need some promos, very affordable, getting directly injected into liquidity. Shits and gigs with RocketFi and Fighting Squirrel. We're going to be doing that tomorrow, 1:00 in the RocketFi Telegram. We'll also be doing something fun to determine the fantasy football draft order. So join us for that. We're going to BS and talk some other stuff as well. That draft will be in two weeks from tomorrow, and we're going to do that live on the Shits and Gigs podcast that day. Again, we do have 20 teams that's in that. There is a NFT collab that's going to be some that will have a further utility. Right now, all you need to do is buy $20 worth of Variegate, and you will receive that NFT. And there's only 95, so keep that in mind. The DApp is live. Test that out. Give us some feedback, and then I'm going to be working on getting that ad space filled. Again, very affordable, and just know, you are maybe the first ones that's going to be getting on those ads, but the team is working behind the scenes on getting as many eyes on those as possible. And then there will be a feature in the future for polls. And then we will also make it to where you will have some advanced features if you hold a certain amount of Variegate or different tiers, and you can do some additional items with those polls, such as multiple votes, etc. And then next Saturday will be our event with DFSM. Do our boxing watch party. That'll be fun. And then we'll get our slots set up for different rewards. And then we'll have some free purchases as well to help build liquidity. So again, our vision right now on how we're building next, again, our media platform, we're going to have all of our AMAs anywhere imaginable. We're going to start working with True DeFi, get our swapper set up. I know RocketFi is building us they're working on some cool stuff with Floaty Swap. They're going to have a mini D app, and we are looking at monetization. So again, promos, graphics, ads. So that's where we are moving next. Kind of wrap us up, Adam, if you do want to kind of go into your mini DApp a little bit, and then we can kind of call it a night. But it's completely up to you if you kind of want to go into it. I know it's a nice thing that you guys are doing, and you guys have an awesome product coming out in Floaty Swap.
Yeah, the mini app would be just a basic dashboard for you to claim your tokens. The poll aspect wouldn't be in place, but we kind of want to give y'all a little time to promote y'all's before we release it. We don't want to steal any thunder away from y'all or anything like that. So we're gonna hold off at the time being on releasing that and kind of get y'all's DApp that y'all just released today. So yeah. It's we want to help the small projects out as well. Variegate, we're right there with y'all. We started off small and have grown our user base over the past few months, and that's really what it's all about.
Yes, sir. And appreciate all the support that you guys have given, and the other projects are on the call has given as well. And just know that we're going to continue to grind. And the thing about our team is we're not grinding for we're grinding for Variegate, and we're grinding for ourselves, but we're also grinding for the other projects as well. So I want you guys to keep that in mind. You may think that we do a good job at it. You may think we don't do a good job at it. You may think it's beneficial. You may think we're not doing anything to help you, but we're going to keep grinding and keep building this project. And again, we take just as much pride as seeing a DFS Mafia buy come through from Variegate, or a Raider token buy come through, or RocketFi, or Clearwater, or Doken, or Affinity, or whoever it may be. We take pride in those just like we do Variegate purchases. So it's just a start, but we have a good vision. Just want everybody to know that. We've got a game plan in place, and that's a good start. And then we've also got a plan on how we're going to accomplish that vision and accomplish those goals. And when we think we've got some good stuff on the horizon, and we think we've got a really cool project that I think it's just going to make other communities proud to be partnered with us. And it's going to be helpful and beneficial. And that's what we want. So, I think that's pretty much all I've got. If any of the other founders have anything, we also want to give an opportunity if anybody wants to come up and say anything, or if you guys have any questions on anything that we discussed tonight, feel free to kind of hop on up. We're going a little bit over an hour. I know it's Friday night for you guys. Don't want to keep you all night, but if anybody has any questions, feel free to go ahead and request. I'll give a few seconds here.
I just wanted to step in. I actually checked Spotify today, and Rev has our stuff uploaded on Spotify already. So if you guys want to listen to something on a drive home from work or anywhere, you can check that out.
All right, that happened much faster than we thought. Yeah, the stuff that you're going to see on YouTube as well is going to be released as podcasts on all the different platforms that you normally listen to your podcasts on. That being said, too, as I look around in the audience here and I see all the people in here, if there are any people in here that you are not following or aware of, there are some really great people in here. So maybe click on their profiles and give them a follow. And yeah, that's all I got. Thanks to everyone that joined us tonight. I appreciate it. If anyone does have any questions, though, feel free to step up.
All right. Well, I don't see any requests. So again, join us tomorrow at 1:00 in RocketFi's Telegram. Make sure you join that. I'm sure those links are out there if you want to search for those. We'll be doing the draft order, and then we got some cool stuff coming up. So appreciate you guys being on the night. Again, own the bear market by holding Variegate. The team is going to continue to grind for not only us, but for you as well. So appreciate you guys being on, and look forward to continue to network with every project that's on the call and who's not on the call as well, that are legitimate and that truly believe in that Unite DeFi mindset. So again, thanks to everybody. Thanks for being on the call, and let's own the bear market, continue to build, and let us know if you need anything. You'll be hearing more coming from us. We got True DeFi on real quick. What's up?
Hey, what about it, guys?
How's it going, man?
Good. Man, love the update. Love the DAP. You are killing it. Like I said, this is what it's all about.
We appreciate the positive feedback, and I know we're definitely going to be touching base with you guys here, and appreciate all of the resources that you guys have and the products that you offer this space as well.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Like I said, just whenever you're ready, just give us a holler. We'll get you started and get y'all set up.
Yes, sir. We'll be working soon. So again, appreciate everybody being on. Everybody have a wonderful weekend. Join us tomorrow at 1:00. Rocket Fi's Telegram. Let's get the draft order. We'll BS around a little bit, talk about crypto and whatever anybody else wants to talk about, and we'll be back on here soon. So appreciate it.
See you tomorrow, Josh. Everybody else.
See you, man.